Today I want to explain why I think productivity in business is stupid. And you might already disagree with me, and that's okay. Because my hope for you is for you to listen throughout this whole video and at the end, understand what you need to change about you and your business in order to succeed or grow faster. If you're new to the channel, my name's Justin Yaron. I'm a real estate investor and entrepreneur here in Las Vegas. I've made hundreds of videos teaching people about real estate, money, and self-development. And the goal of this channel is to help you grow your money and your mindset. So here's the truth about productivity. By definition, productivity relates to efficiency. Now it's about doing a lot of things very quickly and efficiently so you can get things done on time and a lot of stuff done basically. And most entrepreneurs or business owners try to be as productive as humanly possible. Like that's their one goal so that they can feel like they had a very good and productive workday. But here's why I think that's dumb. Because if you're a young entrepreneur or business owner, you haven't been in business that long, it's gonna be really hard for you to separate the idea of efficiency versus effectiveness. Here's what I mean, I wanna illustrate that. I wanna take a scenario for you, and this has nothing to do with business necessarily, but this will help you understand the concept of productivity. So, let's take someone trying to climb a ladder. So, let's say he's trying to climb a ladder and he's trying to go up as fast as he possibly can to be productive and save time so he can get up the ladder very quickly, right? Maybe he can get up the ladder in 5 seconds, something super fast. He gets up the ladder and he feels productive. But let's say that the ladder he was climbing led to a home that he was not trying to get on top of. He was supposed to get on top of a roof of this home. So he's getting up a ladder super fast, he's productive, he's efficient, but he's not very effective because his goal, he was supposed to be going to this home. And so that's the difference between efficiency and effectiveness. Because when you're efficient, you feel like you're productive because you're doing things very quickly, you're saving your time, and you can just get stuff done. But oftentimes, the right things are not getting done and you're focused on other things. Although you might be efficient in other areas, you probably are not being efficient and effective in moving the needle in terms of getting your business and moving it forward. And in the perfect world, you have the combination of effectiveness, so you're climbing up the right ladder, and productivity, so you're doing it quickly. So that's the perfect world, but most times people are just focused solely on productivity that it ruins their business, that they're not doing the right things necessary to move their business forward. That's the one thing about productivity I'll talk about. But the other thing I wanted to say about it is that the term productivity, it kind of pulls it back to you doing the work. When you think of being productive, you're thinking, okay, I have to do all this work in order to be productive, which is okay at first because when you're starting a business, typically you as the entrepreneur are gonna be in the trenches, doing all the hard work yourself, and that's a good thing. Most businesses start off that way. But when your goal and your mindset is just solely focused on productivity, it'll hurt you. Because here's the thing, let's say it takes you this amount of time to do X amount of tasks. And over time, your focus was solely on productivity, so you've gotten faster and faster and faster and faster so that now you can do all those tasks in this amount of time. Well, now you have all this other time, this extra time, that you're now gonna be finding different tasks to do. And if you're not operating at max productivity at all times, then the business is not gonna move forward. At that point, you have to think about outsourcing because less is more. Often entrepreneurs think that you have to work more and more and more and more in order for your business to grow, when in reality, the goal for you should be working less and less and less and less so you can outsource stuff, because wasn't the whole point of being a business owner for you to save time? What's the point of starting a business if you never have any time freedom, and if you're not at the utmost perfect productivity, your business doesn't move forward? Because what happens if you get sick? What happens if a family member's in a hospital and you have to go? Like, does the business just stop completely? And if the answer is yes, you're in trouble. You want to get your business to a point to where you don't need to be there for it to operate. And I know if you're in the beginning stages, it's hard at first, and that's what you're working towards. But you have to have that mindset at the beginning if you really want to do that, and if you really are okay with stepping out. You have to be okay with letting go. And the last thing that I wanted to touch on about time and productivity is something called Parkinson's Law. The basic concept of Parkinson's Law is that your work will fill up the time of whatever time you allot. So, for example, if you want to make 100 cold calls, and if you in your head give yourself 6 hours on a calendar to make 100 calls, you will likely take all 6 hours to do so. That's the basic premise of Parkinson's Law. And let me tell you, it's true. I want you to really think about when you are working, if you are fully working, if you're in deep work mode where nothing else is distracting you and you're doing exactly what you need to do. You can be extremely efficient with your time if you do that and you don't give yourself so much time to do something. So think about that next time you schedule out some time to work on something, really anything. Like if you give yourself an hour to do something, see if you can get it done in 30 minutes or 15 minutes and just try. Because if you allot yourself less time to do stuff, you're gonna get it done. Or at least you're gonna get a lot more done than if you set yourself a long time to do something. This also is why I think it's really important for you to set some type of work schedule. So if you give yourself, let's say 8 hours to work, maybe you wanna work 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day. And you wanna get everything done 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. because after that 5 p.m. cutoff, you're gonna be going home with your family, doing other things, and you don't let yourself work. If you give yourself that time, only 9 to 5 to do everything, you're gonna get a lot done 9 to 5. But if you tell yourself, you know, I got all day to work on this, I can work on this till midnight, you're probably gonna take up until midnight to do the same amount of work. And so allot yourself less time. I promise it'll help with productivity, but remember, productivity is not everything. You have to be effective with what you're doing. So here's an exercise. I want you to identify one thing that you or your business has to do every single day consistently in order to move the needle and progress your business. For example, maybe in a real estate business, it's making offers. How many offers did you make every single day? And if you don't do that one thing, it's not a true productive or effective day. So identify that one thing and then do it. And then don't let anything else distract you from that one thing. And after you do it, then you can focus on the other things and prioritize from there. But that's just my take on productivity and effectiveness and what I think about it all. And as a side note, for my real estate wholesalers out there who are trying to grow your wholesaling business, if you're new and you have a deal or a potential deal that you need help with and you don't know how to close, or you don't know how the process of wholesaling looks like, and you just need help, come to me. Leave a comment below and say partner, all caps, partner. I'll leave it right here. Just comment that down below, and then we can start talking about how we can work together and how I can help you out to make sure you can close your deals and you can get paid. I would love to help you jumpstart your business. But thank you so much for watching. See you the next one.